Yo, I plan to build. Close your eyes, love. Here comes a man of steel. Doing it well. Now, let me talk to y'all about why they switched up on you. I just gotta find a more solid fucking. I mean, I could simplify this video and just end it with they switch up on you because other women and men. But I don't want to do it like that. I want to really talk to y'all about this shit. We know that's probably the main reason why a person switches up on you. Now, a lot of y'all, in y'all minds, y'all think it's something you did. That's what you thinking. But you got to remember this. Think about all the shit that women and men let women and men get away with when it comes to someone they like a lot, right? So if they genuinely was liking you, like they was saying, and all this other shit, then how did they switch up so quick? Again, when a woman or man, even men, really like somebody, they let them get away with a lot of shit. A whole lot of shit. So my question to y'all is, if someone really liked you, how they switch up on you so quick? There's only one answer to this. It's not something you did, unless you did something crazy. Like, I mean crazy. If you did some crazy ass shit, then alright, I get it. They switched up on you because you did some crazy ass shit. But if you confused about why they did it, or you wonder like, damn, why they switched, more likely you didn't do shit. That's why you're confused about it. Because if it was something you did, you would have known, like, yeah, I flattened her tire, or I did this or that to her. That's why she ain't fucking with me. You gonna know, right? Because you did some crazy shit. But if you confused and shit, it's not you. If you're a woman watching, if you confused, well, what happened to him? Why ain't he this and that? All it boiled down to is this. You're no longer the new person anymore. You know what I mean? People often want new shit. And that's just the way it is. You gotta strike while the iron's hot. But me personally, I don't strike when the iron's hot because I want to see if the woman's really fucking with me or not like that. So I purposely don't strike while the iron's hot. I could if I just want, let me just hurry up and fuck real quick. I could do that, but I don't want to do that. So I want to see if a woman really fuck with me. So I don't strike when the iron's hot. I let it basically fizzle out. All that infatuation shit, I kind of let that shit fizzle out to see if it's really real. You know what I mean? If it's really hot. You know what I mean? See how hot it really is by letting it fizzle down. That's exactly what I do. And that's exactly what you should do. But they switched up on you because other people, man. There's always other people. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. And there's nothing y'all can do about this shit, man. That's why I keep telling y'all, get on your grind. I know that money ain't everything and blah, blah, blah. But it's better than getting played. It's better than sitting around getting played and standing in line, fighting over people and all this and all that. Fuck all that shit, man. Fuck all that shit. You crazy as fuck if you doing that shit. You know, as a black man, it seems like you gotta stand in line for every woman. But I ain't standing in line for shit. Because I earned my position. I earned my position to be in the front of the line. So I don't stand in no fucking line. You gotta know your worth. A lot of y'all don't know your worth, and that's why you're willing to stand in line. And the thing is this, man. You gotta understand that if a person is making you stand in line, then they're not gonna give you their best anyway. So you're not gonna get, you can do better, basically. Even though they the ones that think they can do better, it's really you. Because if you genuinely trying to fuck with a person and they making you wait in line, who's really losing? It's not you, it's them. It doesn't matter if they like somebody more or whatever. That don't matter. That don't mean that person would have offered what you would have offered. It's kind of like this. Do you want the 10 or do you want the 7? The 10 You like the 10 more because that's why they're the 10 to you, right? You like them more. But she not going to do, or he not going to do half as much as the 7, right? You like the 7 too, but the 7 doing way more. Now ask yourself, what is the better choice? The 7 is the better choice, not the fucking 10. It's the 7. Because you're going to get way more out of that 7. So again, why did they discard you? Because somebody else. It ain't what you did. If it was what you did, then you would know why they did it, right? There wouldn't be no reason for you to read this title and wonder, damn, why did they switch up on me? There would be no reason for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even switch up on you. They just reveal like, I ain't fucking with dude or old girl. They become a headache. It's too much. You know what I mean? Shit like this. But 9 times out of 10, man, what it really boils down to is other people. At the end of the day, people think that other people are better than you for whatever reason. Or they're the new people and you're the old person. You know what I mean? You could translate that. If you're a woman, watch it. You the old pussy, she the new pussy. You know what I mean? This is just what it is, man. You can't take it to heart. You can't take these people serious. And personally, I would just work on you. I would love myself because people are for themselves, man. I've said it time and time again, and I'm gonna keep saying it. And I'm not saying it's everybody, but how do you really know? That's why I purposely stall people out. When I say stall them out, I don't mean in a bad way, like where they blatantly can see like he purposely stalling me out. No, I mean like what I was saying earlier. People strike while the iron's hot. I'm going to let that shit simmer to see how hot it really is. Most people strike when the iron's hot. Oh shit, let me hurry up and get it because she like me right now. And she might not like me in a month. Let me hurry up. I'm going to let that shit simmer. I'm not going to strike while the iron's hot because I want to see because if it's really real, that iron's still going to be hot a month or two later. A year later. You see what I mean? You want to be the number one choice. You don't want to fight over anybody. A lot of men are willing to fight over women for sex. I ain't fighting over no woman for no sex. I don't give a fuck. I'll go get a woman that only wants to fuck with me. Why? Because I know my fucking worth. That's why. That's why. My dick is special. I'm not sleeping behind no other dude if I don't want to. Period, point blank. The only way I would even consider that is if a girl had a boyfriend. Right? That's the only way. And I know that's wrong, but I'm just saying that's the only way I would consider that shit. But to just be like standing in line and 10, 20 dudes trying to holler at one girl and shit, nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. I know my worth. A lot of men don't know their worth. They're willing to do that just to get a nut. I'm not. I want pussy that only I can fuck, or pussy that everybody ain't fucking. Why would I want something that everybody can have? How the fuck do I feel special if I'm dealing with a woman that everybody can have? You know what I mean? You gotta think about this shit. No matter how much I like the woman or how good she supposedly is, if I'm not the only one, basically, or I'm gonna say this, if I'm not the main guy that she really like, I ain't talking about main boyfriend, because that's some bullshit. I'm talking about the main guy she really like, then, you know, I can't feel special. How can you feel special with someone when they talking to different people shit? And that's the problem with the world today. Everybody talking to everybody. And I mean literally. So this is why I stay to myself, but like I said, I know my worth. So most men, they willing to stand in line for some pussy. I'm not, because I earned my spot to be in the front of the line. I know my worth. You know, and a lot of y'all women, you've earned your spot. You shouldn't have to share no man. I know the narrative, the women got to share a man because men are designed to deal with multiple women and blah, blah, blah. Man, even if that shit is true, as a woman, if you a solid chick, you a Beyonce type chick, meaning you earned your worth and shit, you don't got to settle for multiple or settle for sharing a man. You earned your worth. You earned your spot. You different. Most women ain't even on your level. Why you gotta share a man for? There's a man out there looking for you and just want you. So you don't gotta share nothing. Don't believe that shit, man. But they switched up on you, man, because it's other people, man. That's the simplest way to put it. Now, some people might say, well, they fell back because they're trying to test and blah, blah, blah. Especially a woman, she's trying to test, blah, blah, blah. I personally believe that if a woman really like you, she not gonna test you. I mean, I ain't gonna say she ain't gonna test you, but she's not gonna play games because she's not gonna want to lose you. She's gonna be scared to lose you. I personally believe that. And even if she did do it, it'd be for a slight second. It wouldn't be long because she's gonna be scared to lose you. She can't. How can you fake or play? You can only play so hard to get when it comes to somebody you really like. You know what I mean? When it's somebody you don't like, you play hard to get forever. You really don't like them. But if you really like them, at some point you're gonna start feeling a certain way, or you're gonna get nervous that they're gonna leave or some shit. You can only do so much. You know, so I don't believe that. But they switching up on you because there's other people. There's always somebody else. Remember that shit. There's always somebody else. Especially at first when you first start talking to them. Now later, maybe not. But when you first start talking to them, there's always somebody else. I'm going to say 99.9% of the time. They might not be sleeping with them and shit like that, but they're talking to people. You know, you best believe that shit. They talking to people. And this is why the switch up happens a lot of times. You know, especially you've been talking to them longer than some of the people they starting to talk to. Remember, these women, as soon as they walk out the door, there's men in their face. You know what I mean? And that's why I say I'm not standing on no line. I don't got baby mamas. I got money. I got looks. I'm packing. Why the fuck am I standing in line for? What am I standing in line for? I got all these traits. For what? For what? A stand in line for a woman who doesn't see you good enough? Because if she's seen you good enough, you wouldn't have to stand in no fucking line because you would be number one. This is a fact. This is not no made up shit. You know what I mean? If they see you good enough, there is no line. The only reason why they switch up is because there is a line. There is a line. There's new people coming. If you're a woman watching, there's new pussy. That's why he's switching up. That's why he's switching up. Because ain't no way, if he really thought you was that much special, ain't no fucking way he's switching up to somebody else. Ain't no way. You can put it however you want to fucking put it. Men are designed to deal with multiple. Well, you can say whatever the fuck you want. If he really thought you was that special, ain't no way he's switching up. Ain't no way. It's all about other people coming along and dealing with other people. And you thinking, they make you think you special. And then when somebody else come along, they do the same shit to them. The same shit they telling you is the same shit they telling them. Same shit. And me personally, I can't feel special when a person doing that. I don't feel special to you. And if I don't feel special to you, you can't feel special to me by default. If I do not feel special to the woman, by default, she can't feel special to me. I don't give a fuck if I was initially, oh man, she looked perfect, whatever. Once I see that, oh damn, she talks to these too many. Now I don't feel special. It's time to go. See, other men, I don't care. I'm just trying to fuck. Fuck that. Fuck that. Know your fucking worth, man. Only fuck with women who see you as that dude, man. And other than that, good money and focus on success. All this sleeping around with, I don't understand why you're doing it. And women, I don't understand why you're doing it. Only fuck with dudes that see you number one. Period. Until you see that, just focus on yourself. Work on your work. There's no other option, people. You can go ahead and tap dance around and stand in line and wait for motherfuckers and shit all the fuck you want to. But me personally, I'm not doing it because I don't have to do it. Why would I? Why would I? If a woman see me that special, she not gonna put me in no fucking line. I've been alive a long time, and I've never seen women who really like me put me in no fucking line. It's never happened, and it never will happen. So if a woman's put me in a line, I can only assume that she doesn't like me like that, or she likes somebody else like that. And that's what causes the switch up. This is what causes the switch up. It's not something you did, because we all know that women and men do a lot of foul shit and still love. Still love to death. I see men cheat all day long. I've even seen men beat women and all, well, at least heard of it. Beating women, cheating, not paying bills, all kind of shit. And he's still treated like a god, right? Ain't no line, none of that, right? So you trying to tell me, after all that shit, and women don't be switching up, and men don't be switching up on women who treat them wrong too. You trying to tell me that somebody just switched up just cause something you did? No, it's not something you did. Because we all know, again, we all know how much people let women and men get away with when they really like you. That's the key. Don't you want somebody who really like you? Right? So if it was something you did, there's no way they would just switch up like that. And if it's something you did, there's no way they really would have switched up like that. And I forget the other part I was going to say. It might come back in a minute. But I want to say it, but I can't figure it out. We'll come back to that. All I'm saying is, there is no way that if somebody really, really like you, right, that they're going to switch up. It's not going to happen. They only switch up because there's other people, man, coming along. And here's what I was going to say. Because a lot of y'all say it's something you did. If it was something you did, you wouldn't be questioning it. Like, if you knew you did something wrong, that's one thing. But if you wonder, like, why they switch up? What the fuck happened? Remember, this ain't somebody leaving. The title is switched up. There's a difference between switching up and leaving. You're like, man, what the fuck? How they switch up like that? Now they don't respond to you in this? I'm telling you why. It ain't something you did, because we didn't see motherfuckers cheat, beat, lie, steal, all that, and the woman still treat him like God, or the man still treat the woman like a goddess. So it's not nothing you did that made them switch up. It's other people, man. If it's something you, because remember, when they really like you, man, that's a lot of pumpkins. Whole lot of shit. Look at this shit. Hold on. Look at this shit. Look at that shit. That shit crazy, ain't it? Look, if they really like you, remember, you want somebody who really like you. So if they really like you, they don't switch up on you like that. I've seen women stick with a dude that ain't paying no bills, cheating, lying, everything. She's still with him, right? Still won't leave him and shit. So you trying to convince me that motherfuckers just switch up because of some little shit you did? No, that's not what it is. It's other people, man. And you should let them have them other people. Stop standing in line. Even as a man, I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to fuck. No, fuck that, man. Let that woman have them, man. That's why they act the way they are now. Because y'all willing to stand in line. No. You gotta be, man, you gotta be like, I can get other women. I don't have to stand in line with 5 different dudes. Y'all had that, girl. I'm gonna get something better. I'm gonna get something better, because that's just what the fuck it is. Because I work on my worth, and I put myself in a position to not stand in no fucking line when it comes to women. Women should see me and be like, yeah, I think that's the one I might be interested in. I can tell that this motherfucker is different and better than the rest. That's the type of shit it's supposed to be. Not, no, I don't know if he's better or not. Let me put him in the line type. No, fuck that. And when it comes to women, it's not, a lot of times it's not that men don't see that you're better than the next women. It's that he just wants multiple women. And the same thing goes for that shit. Don't stand in no fucking line. If you're a woman, don't stand in no line. Don't stand in no line. He's switching up because he probably was wearing a mask in the first place. And now he already fucked, and now, I already fucked, so now let me find other women. That's all it be. Or if a woman's wearing a mask, oh, he's interested, I got him, let me take the mask off. That's the switch up, man. That's the switch up. So it's either they was wearing a mask in the first place, or there's other women and men. It's never something you did. And if it's something you did, you're gonna know. You're gonna know, like, yeah, I fucked up. I busted her window out, dog. I shouldn't have done that shit. You gonna know. You gonna fucking know. And even if it is something you did, 9 times out of 10, if they really fuck with you, you probably gonna apologize and shit and prove that you sorry and shit. They gonna still fuck with you. It ain't gonna be no complete 360. If you got a question like, what the fuck why they switch up? You know that it's other people. But like, if you know you did something, all right, bet. But if you questioning it, like, man, why they switch up? You know what time it is. Because we know that when people really like people, they don't switch up like that. They put up with a lot of shit. Women put up with a whole lot of shit when they like a guy. So if I see a woman switching up, well, she ain't replying no more. Instantly, that's it. Like what Jay-Z says, the first time they fuss, I'm leaving. Me, the first time they flake, I'm leaving. And I don't give a fuck about the fuss. Nobody's perfect. People gonna fuss and all that shit. It's the flake. The first time they flake, I'm leaving. Because either you're trying to play game, I don't know what you're doing. It don't matter. And that's another thing. Y'all worry about why they switched up. It don't matter why they switched up. But honestly, you know why they switched up. It's another person. Period. There's no way around this shit, man. I've been alive a long time. There's no way around this. So you're trying to tell me if a man really like you, and out the blue he just switch up? No, it's not that. That's not what it is. Because of something you did, but the man really like you, and you wondering what you did at that. Come on, man, stop it. Now, if you know you busted out his windows and shit, like, all right, I busted out his windows, that's why he not talking to me. All right, you know. So you can try to fix things, but you know what you did. But if you question, like scratching your head, like, man, what's up with dude, man? You know what time it is. Because you ain't do shit. And if he really liked you, ain't no fucking way he just vanished. Nah, people, that's not how this shit works. Y'all got to stop thinking, I guess the word is illogically. I don't know if that's a word or not. But basically, you got to start being logic about this shit, man. You got to start being logic about this shit, or you're going to fall right in the trance of the other guys standing in the line, or girls looking like dummies. Well, women is fighting over the man in the line, fighting for the line. What's the same thing? You stand in line, fighting in line, same thing. Fighting over shit, man. If you put yourself in a position to be in the front of the line, then wait until you see the person that see you as the front of the line. All this other shit, you gotta stand, fight over me, and I ain't. Why I gotta fight over? I fight for a woman, not over a woman. There's a difference. You should fight for a man, not over a man. You understand the difference? Fighting for a man is meaning that man has some type of way of reciprocated towards you and shit. You're fighting for him, the relationship. Fighting to stay together. Fighting over, completely different. That means other women are involved. Fighting over a woman, that means other men are involved. Not doing it. Refuse to do it. But a lot of y'all simps, well, I just want some pussy. You gonna do it. You gonna stand in line. You gonna stand in line. I refuse. I promise, the first time she flake, I'm leaving. Only way I consider is if, man, maybe I wasn't texting her enough or some shit. If I feel like it was something I could have done, then maybe. But if I know, I'm like, yeah, she flaked. That's it. The only thing left is sex. I'm not taking you serious, and I'm not hitting you up. You're going to have to hit me up, and it's only going to be sex, because now I see, there's other people, or I'm not the number one. It could be other people. You're a woman, a man, they're going to have other people talking to them or trying to talk to them. That's fine, but they're my number one. You see? So when I see the flaking and shit, that must mean you starting to second guess, or do you think this one better or that one better, or you playing games and testing. It don't matter what you're doing. All I know is when I see what I see, I move how I move, and that's how y'all should do it. They switch up because there's other people, man, or that was never really their how they really felt, because when it's the man, what he's doing is acting like he cares until he gets sex, and then he'll switch up. With the woman, a lot of times what she's doing, sometimes she just wants sex, but that's rare, because she can get that anywhere. With the woman, is what's happening is, I'm going to use you for attention for now until the other guy come along that I like a lot more, and now I'm gone. That's all it is. Attention, money, whatever she can use from you, and that's why she switched up. That's all it is. So don't be surprised when you be like, man, what happened, old girl? Man, I done told y'all in 80,000 videos already. Man. Y'all don't listen. Well, I don't like, I'm hating because he got more money and this and that. Yeah, because you not listening. You're not listening. You chasing women standing in line and shit. Not focusing on your purpose. That's why you ain't getting money and shit. Stop that shit, man. How you gonna find the right woman when you dealing with the wrong ones? You can't even cut off the wrong women. And if you're a woman watching, how you gonna find the right man? And I know that you gonna say that they lie and they confuse you and this and that. But man, you gotta think logically instead of thinking. I'm not doing that. I'm about to turn the other way. You gotta think logically instead of thinking with your emotions all the time. If I thought with my emotions and say a woman flake, oh man, she just busy, she just tired, or nah, fuck that. I know better. I know women. I know when a woman really like a guy because I see it. I see women get cheated on, beat on, paying all the bills and everything. She's still all in the man's face. So you mean to tell me that some little bullshit made a woman not fuck? No, that's not what it is. You know what time it is. It's other dudes, and there's always other dudes in their face, and there's always other women around, or there's always men in other women's face. Which explains why there's always men in women's face. Which explains why there's always men in women's face, because most men are always in a woman's face. Does that make sense? There's always men in a woman's face because men are always in another woman's face. Remember that. Don't forget that line, because that's some real shit. So that's why it's hard when a woman trying to talk to a guy, because most men are always in the next woman's face. And then when they done with you, they gonna switch up. They gonna act funny. Like you don't matter and shit. Like, I don't matter. I got some new pussy anyway. You know what I mean? I don't matter. I got some new attention anyway, the women. You know, I got a new dude on deck. I ain't worried about him. This is what they do. And y'all be surprised that they throw you away just like that. But I'm telling you, this is how they move when they don't really fuck with you like that and they don't really like you. So you got to be prepared for this type of shit, man. This is my first time doing this store, Key Drop. This is my store, but I'm usually here like 10 or some shit, so it's gonna be kind of weird. But I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Stop questioning shit, man. I used to do the same shit, man. But now I just stick with logic, even if I'm wrong. Because even if I'm wrong, if the woman really like me, she gonna be like, hey, what's going on? I ain't heard from you or something, right? So even if I'm wrong, like, oh, she flaked, I'm just falling back. If the woman like me, she gonna wonder, like, hey, why ain't he hit me up? Let me hit him up. So either way. So a lot of y'all women worry about, well, I'll lose the man. He gonna probably hit you up. If you fell back because you think he flaking or something, he probably gonna be like, hey, where's she at? I'm gonna hit her up, right? So either way. So don't be scared to say, you know what? Logically, I think this dude is not fuck with me, or this girl not fuck with me. I'm falling back. Don't be scared to do that, because it's better to do that than I'd rather lose a person over maybe misjudging some shit than to lose time, to be honest. But I don't think you can lose a person over a small shit that really like you. I don't think you can. You know what I mean? I've seen too many men do too much shit, and the women still like the man. So you can't convince me that you can lose a woman who really like you, or really trying to fuck with you, or have interest in you, whatever, over small shit. I'm not buying it. You know what I'm saying? And you can't lose a man over that small shit either. You know what I'm saying? So don't be thinking, oh, I did something wrong, I ran him off. Bullshit, man. You know what happened. You know why he ran off. You know why he acting funny. And they're going to try to come back after that supply dries up or whatever. They're going to try to hit you back up. This is what they do. So y'all have a blessed day. And just understand why they switch up. The main reason why they switch up is other women or men. That's the main reason. Because if they really like you, you're going to have to do some shit to make these people switch up on you. You're going to have to do some shit. I mean, people cheat on people and they still fuck with each other. Because the attachment might be that strong or whatever, but still. Even when somebody like you, man, they not going to just switch up on you out the blue. They was just texting you all day this day, and now they don't reply back. Come on, man. What, unless they went to jail or some shit? Nah. It don't happen, people. It don't fucking happen. So y'all have a blessed day, man. Just remember, man, just be prepared, man, how people move. Be prepared for the worst, hope for the best. But the right person, man, you ain't got to worry about this shit. All this games and all this lying, and that's the thing, though. How you going to get the right person? You keep dabbling in the wrong shit. You're not going to get them because you're worried about the wrong woman or the wrong man, blah, blah, blah. There goes Mike. So I ain't even got to do the key drop. I knew he would show up. I was giving him a little time. But yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. Dude showed up. Time for me to get to work. This is going to be a crazy day because I got new shit downtown Indianapolis. Got a couple new stores, man. I don't know what to expect. It's exciting because you don't know what to expect type shit. And the truck's heavy as hell. But y'all stay up, man. Don't let people, like a lot of girls tell me, don't let these girls convince you that you're a perfect husband type shit. I've had women tell me this plenty of times in my life. Don't let women make you feel a certain way. I'm going to feel a certain way. So I'm going to tell y'all, audience, don't let these women and men make you feel a certain way. That's just how some people move, man. Some people find many people special. You're never going to be special to them because they like multiple people. You know what I mean? So it's always going to be, I like this about him and this about him and this about him, or this about her and her and her and her. So that's why you never special to them. You know, they like multiple people, and it is what it is. Get away from people like that the moment you see it. You know, a lot of women, they're foolish. I'm going to fight over him. I'm going to make him pick me over the other women. That's foolish. And a lot of men, I just want sex, though. I don't give a fuck anyway. So now you're going to put your dick in shit that fucking everybody else and shit. It's just dumb, man. Know your fucking worth. Bottom line, that's the moral of the fucking story. Know your worth, man. Because if you stay around, it's like investing in some shit. Oh shit, this ain't a good investment. Let me pull that money out. You know, as soon as you see it. So, oh shit, she's flaking or he's flaking. Let me pull my worth out. You don't leave your worth there and let it keep declining. No. You fuck around and get attached to this motherfucker and all kind of shit. So no. Oh shit, she's moving like that. Let me just go ahead and get over here somewhere. It's just, you got to do this, man, because a lot of the girls that these dudes are messing with, they heartless. They don't care. Like, they players and shit. You might be a girl that got a heart and care and trying to find love and shit, but the girls that he messing with 9 times out of 10, they heartless, and they gonna turn that guy heartless, and then he gonna be moving a certain way, and the same thing vice versa. A lot of these dudes that these girls be messing with, they heartless. They gonna turn that girl heartless. You know what I mean? So you gotta pull the plug, man. You can't leave that shit lingering and shit like that. You got to. You're wasting time if you don't. Look how many people are in relationships attached to motherfuckers right now. They should have been left. I should have left that motherfucker 20 years ago. You know, they be saying that type of shit. And they didn't leave, now they miserable and shit, man. And I know if I get attached to somebody, it's hard to break. Even if they could do the most fucked up shit. But you don't want to leave them alone because you don't want to start over and this and that. And that's not the place you want to be in. That's why the moment you see it, just leave it alone. It's not worth it, man. Because the right person ain't going to make you feel like you got to leave. So just leave that shit alone and just move the fuck on. And it always gets better. And you going to get better. And life gets better. You know, but if you stay, you can get pregnant. You know, all kind of shit. Men be getting women pregnant, they hate it. Like, damn, why'd I get that girl pregnant? But women get pregnant by a guy, like, fuck, I should have just left him alone. This is the type of shit that happens, man. You got to know when to pull the plug, people. You got to. There's no other way around this shit. And the only way you're gonna be able to, like, walk away, like, immediately, you gotta know, you gotta feel, and you gotta know your worth. You gotta love yourself. Like, I love myself too much for that. Nah, I'm good. Man, I will fuck her like them. You know, I could fuck her like them. But nah, I ain't gonna do it. Let them have her. You know, you gotta really feel that shit. Just like a woman, like, man, I could fight over dude like the rest of the girl. Nah, they can have him. They can have him. I'm gone. You really gotta be this way, man. I'm out.